Keir Starmer in happier times.
Walking up this street 2 years ago was the proudest moment of my life.
The first Labour Prime Minister in 14 years swept into Downing Street on a Labour landslide, now forced out of office.
Are you leaving, Mr Starmer?
He had wanted to fight on. In the end, he could not, after losing support of his cabinet and his MPs.
The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer of my parliamentary party to that question, and I accept that answer with good grace. Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I will ask the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party to set out a timetable with nominations opening on the 9th of July and completed by the summer recess.
The sixth Prime Minister to leave office in a decade, brought down not by the ballot box but his own side. His staff and allies watched on, defeated, as the Prime Minister wrote the first draft of his legacy. From opposition.
6 years ago, I inherited a Labour Party that was politically, financially and morally bankrupt. I was told time and time again that my party was finished, but we proved those people wrong.
To government.
And look at what we've achieved in just 2 years. 500,000 children being lifted out of poverty because of the choices that I made, with Britain once again standing up for decency, respect and the rule of law, standing up for our values and rebuilding our relationship with our allies in Europe.
And in the final moments, a Prime Minister who was always so very controlled showed real emotion, struggling to hold back the tears as he spoke of his family.
And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife, Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy. Thank you very much.
His wife Victoria wiping away a tear. For months she'd urged her husband to fight on, but this weekend they concluded it was over. He wanted to fight on. What changed?
Well, look, he is a fighter, right? Since the day I first met Keir, he is a fighter. But he is someone who has always put country first. And I think he made the decision that fighting on would not serve the party, would not serve, more importantly, the country.
Did you agree with that decision, or did you want him to fight on?
He looked at the political reality of where we are. I take no pleasure in that whatsoever. I think this is a really difficult moment, but we must look forward now.
The rival that forced him out quick to act, Mayor of Greater Manchester and now MP for Makerfield, Andy Burnham, confirming he will stand for the Labour leadership. He tweeted, "Starmer's decision marks the beginning of a transition, and it is important that this process is conducted in an orderly and responsible way. I will put myself forward as part of this process." While his other challenger, Wes Streeting, dropped out of the race, backing Burnham and clearing the way for a coronation next month. Wes Streeting writing, "We could spend the summer exaggerating small differences, or we can roll up our sleeves and help Andy to deliver the change our party and country needs. That is the choice that I am making, and I hope that everyone else will back Andy too."
Will you announce your intention to stand today?
I'm going to get onto the platform, I think.
From Manchester in a T-shirt and jeans to London in a suit, Burnham making his way to Westminster. but questions to answer for this man without a national mandate.
Andy Burnham, is this a coup? Are you mounting a coup?
Prime Minister.
Nearly a decade after leaving Parliament,
We now come to Andy Burnham, member for Makerfield.
Burnham cheered on as he returned, sworn in again as an MP as he journeys to PM.
Naughty boys.
Gently heckled by the opposition before going to Westminster Hall for a family photo with Labour MPs. The Prime Minister in waiting met with smiles and selfies. You talked about the victory in Makerfield as opposed to the losses in the May elections. Is that what swung it for Burnham with MPs?
The one thing that unites every single member of the Labour Party and the Parliamentary Labour Party is our absolute fear of Nigel Farage walking up the steps of Downing Street and what he would inflict on this country if he did so. And we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders as the Labour Party to stop that from happening.
When the herd moves, it moves, and the scale of Burnham's victory in Makerfield last week sealed Starmer's fate. His party panicked by poor polling, his own unpopularity and the rise of reform. But the sight of a broken Prime Minister contrasted with a buoyant Burnham will leave scars. Burnham has to try to unite a traumatised party, convince the country he deserves to lead and deliver the change that Starmer could not. It is a massive, perhaps insurmountable task. But for now, he's jubilant. After 2 failed attempts to become Labour leader, it is finally Andy Burnham's time. He has won in Makerfield and he's won over MPs. But he might soon, like Starmer, find that the campaign was the easy bit. Governing is much harder. Beth Rigby, Sky News, Westminster.